resource tech pack. If you're interested, I get you the link to that. We're gonna go out in the ocean and get a Nautilus shell, so I can use the resource pack. You need a Nautilus shell to see slime chunks. I have an idea where one of them might be, um, but I want to know where exactly they are so I can mark them or find an ideal one. It's kind of somewhat close by where my iron farm can run while I'm getting slime. This video is still a little bit grainy. I have been running a lot of test uploads. What I'm finding is my device records in 1080, and then I had read that when you do the 1080 and you upload to 1080 to YouTube, it crunches it or condenses it, and when it opens it back up, you get the mush. So I still have some more footage that was recorded with some issues still. But some of the test uploads I've done, I've gotten better results. But I think what I was going through was I have AMD Adrenaline, and it had a couple settings that needed to be disabled, because what it does is if it will reduce frame rates if it notices there's a drain or like hard on the battery on my device, or it'll reduce FPS if it notices it's getting glitchy or something. I really don't totally understand the technical part of it. So what I found out is in my DaVinci, I have to hand type in 2560 to 1440 to force YouTube to not crunch it into a 1080, but it uploads as 1440 without crunching it. And there was some settings in my OBS that I needed to change. I think it was 246 master or something, or whatever. It had to match what my device is. Those were off. So there was like 3 settings I had to change in my OBS, and along with disabling some stuff on my Adrenaline, also running with it plugged in and in turbo mode, because the GPU or whatever, when it notices drain or strain on a battery, will throttle the device back. So there was a combination of things going wrong that I hope that I have resolved, because I really want to get better at the quality of the video. Maybe I won't be as perfect as the main guys or the head content creators, because I don't have the money to do what they do. You know, I'm just a working man and struggling to get by just like everybody else. I don't have money for all that equipment, especially if I'm not being monetized from this. I never really expect to get monetized from this. I'm just having fun. Is it 73 days in? Some of the stuff I've done off camera, the work on rolling trades and mining, for the iron farm, and I did off work camera and another trying to get quartz for the cut machine I built. So, those were some of the days seem off. Plus, while I was doing the iron farm, I didn't let it go to nighttime at all. So I don't understand how all the days went by so fast, but we're already at day 73. of these guys got a shell. Little structure right there. See, it is real grainy. I noticed that some of my earlier edits, I didn't get the grainy until the upload. And some of them I've noticed I've seen the grainy during my editing. Like I said, I think I hopefully got it resolved, so future recordings should be better. But the reason why I went ahead and went along with this content, because my timeline with the 73 days, if I just deleted this content and didn't upload it, and progress would have been missed. So, like I said, I'm just a hobbyist. I encourage more hobbyists, and you know, I'm learning as I go. If it turns people off, it turns people off. That's fine with me. Got no bubbles. It was not a water source on top of that magnet cube from that block. It broke. The block, I mean. Got a little sidetracked with the structure. Supposed to be here for nautilus shells. I'm really hoping for a treasure map. They do come in these, don't they? Or they just shipwrecks for treasure map. Nothing. This structure can keep all of that junk. There's a guy with a trident. Yeah, he didn't drop it, did he? It's another parody with Java. Thank. They reduced rates, not only for these drowns to get tridents, but for them to drop them. That one guy with the shell yet. What the heck is going on? Well, he dropped that trident like that. He should have dropped the trident. Usually that's how it happens, like, say, when they do armor, it disappears off them. I don't think I got a trident. I didn't see one. No, I didn't. Yeah, he's got a shell. Well, we dropped it too. What's going on with this? It usually don't work unless you're in third person. I guess we're stuck with these chunk markers forever, but it is a pretty cool resource pack. You can even get your for your monuments mark. It marks the spawning spots for the guardian. It's a lot easier than actually counting out exactly where the spawning spots are. To block the guardian spawns, which is essential to start the guardian farm. You have to block all spawns except for the top block, which is where you put your ice pathways. I use another resource pack on it's Foxy No Tails Markers Pack. You use an armor stand and a banner on it, and every time you change it pose, it does something different. It'll tell you like FPS. It'll give you chunks. It'll give you spawn and radius of mobs from where you're standing, so you can make farms where you have like an AFK and build the farm according to AFK. But that markers pack is how you align dual density mob farms and ink farms and stuff that uses two mob caps. They have to be all chunk aligned, and you have to be standing in the proper spot to get mobs in two different mob caps. That markers resource pack also has a setting on it to where if you set the armor stand on a block that say you're going to build a portal or that your portal is on, it'll give you the it'll do the math for you on the other dimension as far as where your chords are at. the corresponding portal should be set in the opposite world or the opposite dimension. I mean, it's just easier sometimes to do the math, but that's just kind of a cool little feature on there. These two are close by. I'm gonna look around at it a little bit. Your first platform, it has to be at level 39 or lower because in a spawn chunk they will only spawn at level 39 or lower. This feature they added where it tells you the sounds, I find it helpful to find stuff. Java's had it for quite a while. I don't know if it's a mod on Java or if it's a natural function in Java, but I'm glad they added this to it. Is that a witch? Oh boy, I don't want to deal with no witch. I only have 6 torches. I ain't gonna be able to do much here, but these two slime sharks got a pretty massive cave structure here. They're gonna be a lot of work to make either one of them functional because these all have to be lit up down here in order to increase my rates. I think I'm just gonna dig down here right at the edge. The edge of that chunk. See what I find. It's caves under here or whatever. Look, there's this cobblestone. Oh, it's a skeleton spawner. Yeah, it's kind of neat finding this, whatever. But like I said, I normally don't bother with these. They're just so slow. You just make a trident killer or make an AFK, or have to sit there with the sword. They spawn slow. I can do other stuff while my kelp machine is running, probably get about the same amount of bone meal. So yeah, I generally don't do much with them. Just light them up and done with it. Sometimes I'll make a thing for fun, a farm with it for fun, but then I never use it. I'm gonna, deal with something with it next episode. Maybe make it accessible and go down there and explore a little bit. Thanks for watching. Please thumbs up and sub.